Hello, this is the Radio Geek, and today for you I've got another little small inexpensive pocket radio. I got this guy on Amazon for $8.99, $9. And I honestly don't know where they are coming up with these names, but I have never seen this brand before. It's a Sawake. I guess it's a wake with an S, like you're super awake or Sawake. I don't know. It's a radio, AM FM radio that runs on 2 AA batteries. And what other features does it have? Let's see. It has a loudspeaker that is 0.57 millimeters, 8 ohms at half a watt. Runs on 2 AA batteries. And the dimensions are 127 by 70 by 39 millimeters, and it weighs 135 grams, and it's made in China, of course. Let's get it out of the box and see if it resembles what the outside of the box looks like. Alright, what we got here, the manual, which is basically one piece of paper. So I don't think it's too hard to operate. I think we can figure it out. Well, there you go. For your reading pleasure. Let's get this guy out of the bag. Now I've already had a little bit of a play with it, and so we'll see what we can find here. First of all, its tuning knob is right here in the middle of the radio, and you can see it protrudes out, so might not be the best thing to throw into your pocket, but it is kind of cool. The tuning dial or knob, it really turns nice and smooth. I'm fairly impressed for a $9 radio that it's that smooth. So you have your tuning knob here with your scale for your AM and FM around the dial there. It's kind of cool, kind of retro looking. You have an indicator LED for when it's in tune, like you get a strong station on the FM band or the AM band, it'll light up with a red LED, and presumably when your battery is getting low and it's time to change your battery, a little LED will come on here, draining your battery even further. Yes. Not too bad. It's a little glossy up here on the top, and it's kind of a matte finish down here by the speaker. It actually has things written on the plastic for what these buttons and knobs and stuff do. So this one here is your off AM and FM switch, and this one is the volume. And this one's kind of nice that when you turn the knob up, the volume goes up, and you turn it down, it goes down. I've seen so many radios where it's just the opposite. It has the handy dandy rich strap, which is wrapped around this little loop here, and it runs on a couple of AA's. The battery door is not captive. It's can be lost, which I always like the radios that are captive. Nothing on that side, nothing on the bottom, and the top just has your FM antenna, which is probably about, I don't know, 8 inches long perhaps. But all in all, it seems pretty reasonable. Alright, so I'm going to turn it on, and we'll just kind of see what we can listen to here and some of the features of the radio. Alright, we'll put it on AM, and I've noticed that this is a DSP style radio, so you have to turn the dial incredibly slow to be able to lock in and capture your station. Turn it a little bit. There we go. Got the little tuning indicator on. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. It's right there.
News Radio WTMJ.
This is WTMJ Nights.
I had a really weird night last night, and tonight's not shaping up to
I literally had this radio on like 10 minutes ago, and that clicking, popping noise was not there, so I don't know what's going on. It wasn't there before. Something's interfering with it.
If you're into soccer, and follow that. I'm not. So, but
Gotta turn slow.
Edison 59, the wind's blowing from the northwest at 14 miles an hour. The
Sounds pretty
barometer's
decent
rising along the lakefront.
for a cheap
61.
radio.
I'm Kim Gordon, WGN News.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job?
We had an earlier wreck at Higgins. That is on both ways nearing US 30, but pretty quiet in most of northwest Indiana. Get traffic and weather together on the 8s every 10 minutes on News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
Thank you for the forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, low at 40. Yes, for full denuclearization. Shifty shift. We don't call them shifty shifts for nothing. You say.
Unfortunately, with the dial moving so smoothly, when you do get it into a station, it's really easy to bump it and knock it off.
lost 483 out of 4 years. Lost everyone.
The DSP just grabs it, and then if you go just a little bit too far, it's just totally gone. It would have been nice if this was an analog. You can blow by stuff so easily. So it is a little tedious in tuning.
All he could do is just jump quickly on the ball and sit on the ground. Over right field.
And it was cleanly over his head because he timed it very well.
I'm going to turn off the light so you can see the dial. It's really cool how it's lit up. I don't know if you can see that better. It's kind of an orange LED backlight, I guess, and it kind of bleeds through these indicators, and then if you have it on station, that will be red and you'll be able to see it. But when it's nothing there, that dial light kind of bleeds through. Probably would have been better if they would have somehow shrouded that inside so that the light wouldn't leak through to your indicator LEDs and make them look like they're lit. But I really like the cool retro style of the backlight, and it makes it look like it's an old tube radio or something. It's kind of cool. Turn it back on the light for the camera here. Ooh, there, I can hardly see it now. Alright. It doesn't do too bad for reception. You just have to be super slow and tuning and patient to try to find your station. Might have to go back and forth a few times to get the one you're looking for.
You just can't keep up.
There's the tuning indicators on there.
Most of it's useless.
I'll turn the light off again and see if we can see it.
How to treat people right or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can tell a difference between that one not being on and lit and that one actually being on.
When I was 14 years old, well, that still works. You can still go back and read that book. That's a good one. You know, there's all kinds of stuff like that, but you just stay in the self-improvement space, stay in the leadership space.
Touchy.
Impeach him today. Need to impeach him, or we'll learn their way. They say impeach him today. They need to impeach him, or we'll learn their way. They say impeach him today. Need to impeach him, or we'll learn their way. I'm going to give you a hard time about that really questionable rhyme that I made.
Gee.
It really was. I need a little time in there, but so who you're playing and for what.
Wow, that is something. You can just hit that station and it just booms in, and then you just turned it a little bit and it's gone. Wow. All right, well, we'll give the FM a listen. Try not to dwell too long on the music here.
$34.99 to $139.99. Plus, give your look some serious sparkle with 60% off select diamond pendants. And update his wardrobe too.
Doesn't
Take
sound too
60%
bad.
off Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger suits. And
Khashoggi murder. It's my call for justice for picking up, continuing a lot of that we had started together really before his murder. I think that kind of caught their attention.
What was your relationship like with Jamal Khashoggi? Were you political allies?
Well, I mean, I describe it as a complicated relationship, and it has kind of ups and downs. As you know, Jamal Khashoggi.
As I've seen in my 9 years as president of our.
Question is for you. Trimesters are.
You really, if you move too fast, you can really just go right past the station pretty easily.
Touchdowns or something to that effect. So we got a guy much like that playing this week, so that'll be another challenge.
And tequila, half price. It all starts Friday at 8 a.m. Sweetdeals.com/Grand Rapids. Now that's a sweet deal.
It's dollar down days at. I'ma need some whiskey like this, 'cause I don't wanna sit. Need the kind of love that.
And multiplied by 1,000. It's a lot of reasons.
And to trust him to guide you through your next step.
So there you go. Turn it down here. Yeah, it's if nothing else, the cool factor gets it a little extra credit. I mean, that dial with the LEDs behind it looking like it glows, and the smooth tuning knob, that does earn it a little extra credit there. Unfortunately, it being a DSP radio and this dial moving so smoothly, that it just glides past stations so easily. So it is kind of frustrating as far as being able to tune in a station you want to listen to, just because of how touchy it is and how easy it is to blow past the station that you want. But all in all, it does pretty well. And that FM scan was with the antenna down too, so I should have put the antenna up, I guess. It probably would have done a little better with that being up for sure. But its reception isn't too bad. It's just tedious to tune, and I really kind of just like it for the looks of it, the cool factor. It is kind of cool, and you know, it's only a $9 radio, so you can't expect a whole lot, but it offers quite a bit for you know, $9. It picks up stations, and it does reasonably well on both AM and FM band. It's just the tuning is a little tedious, and you can miss your stations if you're trying to find a particular one. I would say that it's probably not a good radio for trying to pick up any AM DX or anything like that, because it's just too touchy. But it is a cool looking radio, and you know, with a name like Sawake or Sawake or however you say it, you know, it's got to be good, right? So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked the radio, and we'll see you again. This is the Radio Geek.